the oldest and proudest public high school in the state of New Mexico. At this time, please stand for the procession of our platform guests and the class of 2019 immediately following. Pomp and Circumstance will be performed by the Albuquerque High School Band and Orchestra, directed by Ms. Elsie Stott and Ms. Drew Austin. please remain standing as the Albuquerque High School JROTC Color Guard presents the colors and the singing of the national anthem. The national anthem will be sung by AHS senior Jacqueline Olivas. Gentlemen, please remove your hats and please remain standing until the colors have left the floor.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Family, friends, and guests, thank you for joining us as we celebrate and honor Albuquerque High School's class of 2019 for their graduation. It is my honor to introduce to you today our commencement platform guests. Secretary of the APS Board of Education, Ms. Yolanda Montoya Cordova. Member of the APS Board of Education, Ms. Barbara Peterson. APS Associate Superintendent and Superintendent for Leadership and Learning for Zone 1, Dr. Gabriela Blakey. Executive Director of the APS Foundation, Ms. Shannon Barnhill. AHS Principal, Mr. Ryan Homestek. AHS Assistant Principal, Mr. Herbert Stanley Jr. AHS Interim Assistant Principal, Ms. Carla Green. AHS Assistant Principal, Ms. Ana Laura Rodriguez. AHS Athletic Director, Mr. Doug Dorme. AHS Dean of Students, Mr. Vince Beatty. Honored Graduate, Mr. Bert Parnell. Honored Graduate, Dr. Marissa Chacon. Honored Graduate, Ms. Deandra Barnwell. AHS Valedictorian, Joaquin Madrid Laranaga. AHS Salutatorian, Carmen Ortega. AHS Student Body President Fiona Kilgore. AHS Senior Class President Yasmin Ramirez. AHS Honor Junior Escort Amelia Dunn. AHS Honor Junior Escort Rishi Yang. And I am Stephanie Dunn, the AHS Activities Director. I am also honored to introduce the principals of the elementary and middle schools that feed AHS. We introduce these educational leaders in recognition of the educational pipeline these students have been a part of and in and out of our communities. Representing Washington Middle School, Principal Angela Rodriguez. Representing Jefferson Middle School, Principal Monica Olmsted. Representing Wilson Middle School, Principal Tice Razor. Representing Coronado Elementary School, Nathaniel Kuster. Representing Dolores Gonzalez Elementary, Principal Lori Stewart. Representing Eugene Field Elementary School, Principal Veronica Nolan. Representing Lou Wallace Elementary School, Principal Ann Strondio and intern Cassandra Franco. Representing Longfellow Elementary School, Principal Richard Ulibarri. Representing Lowell Elementary Elementary, Danielle Cavillo. Representing Monte Vista Elementary School, Principal Leith Page. Representing Montezuma Elementary School, Mark Woodard. Representing Zia Elementary, Alyssa Argonat. At this time, I have the honor of introducing to you 3 distinguished Albuquerque High School alumni. These alumni know the pride, honor, and tradition that go along with the diploma that you will receive today. We introduce these alumni because after high school, they went on to become productive citizens in the community. We offer them to you as role models. I am quite certain that in 10, 15, 20 years from now, some of you from the class of 2019 will be sitting on the graduation stage and will be introduced as a distinguished graduate at AHS. Our first distinguished graduate is a brand ambassador, social activist, wellness influencer, host, TV personality, and entrepreneur. During her time at AHS, she was a cheerleader, bulldoggy, thespian, honor society member, and a student senate officer. After graduation, she moved to Los Angeles to attend the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising, where she earned her associates in fashion design and her bachelor's in business and marketing. She was first introduced to the world through CBS's competition show, The Job, where she beat out thousands of applicants for a coveted job at Cosmopolitan magazine. After winning her position at the #1 women's publication, she quickly rose to the ranks during her 5-year tenure and specializing in special projects and events. She was a constant fixture in Cosmo magazine in both the print and digital versions, appearing in various beauty, fashion, and fitness stories, including landing the 2015 peel-off cover in a Dove campaign. In 2016, the world got to know her while she co-starred on E! Network's docuseries, So Cosmo, which chronicled the personal and professional lives of her and her coworkers. After only 1 season of So Cosmo, premiering in 140 different countries, she became an instant influencer with over 41,000 followers on her social platforms, prompting her to create a brand of her own. In 2017, she made the decision to leave Cosmopolitan magazine and capitalize on her newfound prominence by lending her likeness and voice to various lifestyle brands and philanthropic causes. In addition, she became an ambassador for nonprofits with causes close to her heart, such as The Power to Decide, formerly known as the National Campaign to Prevent Teen and Unplanned Pregnancy, the National Down Syndrome Society, the Anti-Defamation League, and Brooklyn Youth Sports Club. Today, she has taken on the role of host, Director of Consumer Relations for the Model Experience, a production, media, and fashion agency for aspiring models and talent. With her new role, she will split her time between New York and Los Angeles. In addition, she also travels all over the country for speaking engagements on the subject of women in business and female entrepreneurship. Next up for her, she will be launching a beauty brand, a website, and more television. Ladies and gentlemen, from the class of 2008, Ms. Deandra Barnwell. Our second distinguished alumni graduated in the top 20 of her class and received a 4-year letter award in academics and basketball. She also participated in Student Senate, BEAT, which is Bulldogs Educating About Teen Issues, volleyball, and track. She was homecoming princess her senior year and received the senior superlative most athletic for her graduating class. She was also the 2008-2009 Albuquerque High School Student Athlete of the Year and was on the 2008 Albuquerque Metro All-Academic Team. Her senior year, she organized Albuquerque High's first charity event at the old Albuquerque High School, which helped increase awareness about domestic violence. After high school, she attended the University of New Mexico and completed her pre-pharmacy requisites. She was accepted into the University of New Mexico College of Pharmacy program and began pharmacy school in August of 2013. In pharmacy school, she was a member of the UNM American Society of Health Systems Pharmacists, Student Society's Health System Pharmacy, Kappa Psi Pharmaceutical Fraternity, and was the Operation Self-Care Chair, where she organized health fairs at different middle and high schools and taught children the importance of leading a healthy lifestyle. She was also a pharmacy intern at Walgreens Pharmacy and Presbyterian Hospital and volunteered at the Albuquerque Opportunity Center Clinic for Homeless, where she collaborated with interdisciplinary groups of students to provide health care for homeless patients. She graduated pharmacy school in May of 2017 and is currently employed as a staff pharmacist at Presbyterian Hospital. In July, she will be transitioning to a postgraduate year 1 residency at Memorial Medical Center in Las Cruces, where she will receive more specialized training as a clinical pharmacist. After that, she hopes to become a pharmacist clinician, where she can collaborate closely with physicians to provide primary care and specialty services to New Mexico patients. Ladies and gentlemen, from the class of 2009, Dr. Marissa Chacon. Our third distinguished alumni grew up in Albuquerque and was the salutatorian of his class. He was co-captain of the district football champion Bulldogs. He also lettered in wrestling, swimming, diving, and track. Among many others, Albuquerque High teachers who influenced him and with whom he is still in contact today are Carol Lovato and Jim Owens, as well as his football coach Tom Ryan and wrestling coach Herbert Stanley. He earned his undergraduate degree from Rice University in 1993 with a double major in history and French. He returned to New Mexico for law school, where he graduated on the honor roll and passed the bar in 1997. After internships at Legal Aid and the U.S. District Court for New Mexico, he served as a senior trial prosecutor until 2004. In 2005, he began his personal injury practice to help victims of negligence and crime. He now leads a law firm of 40 people, including 8 lawyers, helping thousands of victims recover damages for serious injuries. He proposed to Marta Strzewski, Miss New Mexico 2001, 2 weeks after having met. Happily, she accepted, and they make their home in Albuquerque, together with their 4 children, one of whom attends Albuquerque High. He is or has been a member of the following community organizations, among others: Rotary Club of Albuquerque, board member and president; Mothers Against Drunk Driving, board member; UNM Law Alumni, board member; Pope Joy, board member; New Mexico Judo president; Valencia County Bar, past president; New Mexico Trial Lawyers, board member. He and his law firm also sponsor trips for children through Make-A-Wish. Ladies and gentlemen, from the class of 1988, Mr. Bert Parnall. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, distinguished alumni. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to our AHS valedictorian, Joaquin Madrid Larrañaga, who will deliver the senior farewell address to the class of 2019.
Congratulations, class of 2019. What if I told you that the past 12 years of schooling was unnecessary? That everything we have learned thus far has no bearing on our future lives? Now you might be thinking, oh, Joaquin, we know this already. We know that we aren't going to use calculus. Sorry, Mr. Phillips. We're never going to use physics again, and we're never going to annotate another essay. While this might be true for some of us, all of our core curriculum does serve a purpose: to make us all educated, well-rounded people who can hold an intelligent conversation. But I'm not talking about that type of education. I'm talking about life skills. What if I told you that everything we need to know in life, we learned in kindergarten? Author Robert Fulghum details the following lessons we learned in kindergarten in his book, All I Really Need to Know I Learned in Kindergarten. Number 1, don't hit people, because they might hit back. In today's world, it is so easy to take a jab at someone through social media. But I think most of us have figured out that insults work both ways. And as a result, I have seen you all recognize that friendships and community are more important than any prideful comment that any one person can make. In kindergarten, we learned to put things back where we found them, because otherwise we may never find them again. Moving through high school, I almost lost myself to the person I felt like I wanted to be by trying to emulate others who I thought were popular. Each and every day, I am continually amazed by your commitment to your beliefs. Throughout our 4 years at Albuquerque High, there have been several organized demonstrations, like the one last month, to demand new legislation for climate change. This class is not afraid to stand up for what it believes in, and I am truly proud of this quality. In kindergarten, we learned to wash our hands before we ate. I don't think I need to explain that one. We learned to clean up our own messes, because that's our responsibility. Many of us had rough freshman and sophomore years academically, but even more of us were able to bounce back and finish out strong. Personal accountability and dedication is one of our strengths as a class, and I am confident in our ability to be accountable for our actions. Another lesson is to not take things that aren't ours, because that's theft, and clearly, theft is illegal. We learn to say we're sorry when we hurt someone, because that's the right thing to do. Earlier, I talked about the destructive power of prideful and hurtful comments, but sincere apologies are the next best thing to a time machine. Never let your pride get in the way of a meaningful friendship. Flush, that's a given. Live a balanced life. Learn some and think some and draw and paint and sing and dance and play and work every day. Over our 4 years at AHS, many of us were able to balance academics with music, art, dance, sports, jobs, and community service. As a result, our marching band placed the highest they have ever placed at any marching band festival. Our award-winning drama department consistently placed at festivals and competitions across the state. Our boys cross-country team placed the highest they've placed in 50 years. And our girls cross-country team placed the highest they have ever placed. 50 students earned the bilingual seal this year. And we had 5 National Merit Scholarship semifinalists and 1 finalist. These records and more are testament to the hard work and dedication that I know each and every person puts into the activities they are passionate about. Lastly, Fulghum reminds us that when we go out into the world, we need to watch out for traffic, hold hands, and stick together. One of my favorite things about Albuquerque High is our ability to stick together, our sense of community. This past year, we lost 3 important members of our school, but we are healing together. Community is about lending a helping hand to someone you don't know. Community is being willing to take the first step and make a difference in somebody else's life. Community is being a friendly face to those who need it. We are a community. Community is perhaps the most important thing that I learned in kindergarten. For most of us, kindergarten was the first time that we were thrust into a new scary environment away from our parents. But we figured it out and created our first community. In a couple of months, many of us will be going off to college and will once again be forced to stick together and create another community. To that, I say good luck. You've got a lot of late nights ahead of you. Others of us will be joining the ranks of our military, ready to serve our country, and for that, I commend you. Still others will be going directly to the workforce to provide for themselves, their families, and their communities. I applaud your leap into adulthood. No matter what you end up doing, I encourage you to keep the sense of community that we fostered and to bring it with you into the world as you begin a new chapter in your life. Remember, community is not something that you accidentally happen upon. It is carefully crafted by the selfless actions of people just like you. Thank you.
Thank you, Joaquin. The AHS Concert Choir is a 30-voice advanced ensemble under the direction of Elena Mayetta, AHS class of 2005. To honor graduating seniors, the concert choir will be singing We're All in This Together from High School Musical, written by Matthew Gerard and Robbie Neville, with arrangement by Alan Billingsley and Elena Mayetta. I now introduce to you the AHS Student Body President, Fiona Kilgore.
I would like to start off by saying congratulations to the class of 2019. To some, it may seem like only yesterday we were walking through the halls of Albuquerque High for the first time. For others, high school may have been the longest 4 years of your life. Regardless of how the time passed, I am so glad we are all here together today, getting ready to enter the next stage of our lives, whatever that may be. There are a lot of things I've enjoyed about my time at Albuquerque High School, but what stands out to me most is the overwhelming sense of community that exists at our school. We've had some great times together, where our community has come together to celebrate our accomplishments. We have so many amazing programs at AHS, such as our bilingual program that is ranked among the best in the country, and our drama and music departments, who consistently win awards at festivals and competitions year after year. However, our community, and more specifically our class, has dealt with loss throughout our 4 years of high school. With the loss of both Isabel and Karina, we as a class, our community came together to recognize their legacy, and we as a class still remember, cherish, and carry them with us wherever we go. I have always seen how people focus on the differences that tear them apart, but at Albuquerque High School, I have seen so many times how people have looked at similarities to bring us together. I hope that we can take the lessons we have learned at Albuquerque High, good and bad, with us and use them to make the world a better place, because I know that every person in the class of 2019 is capable of doing so. Thank you for the time we have shared together, and I'm excited to see the change that all of us will inspire in the world. Without further ado, I would like to introduce the principal of Albuquerque High School, Mr. Ryan Homesteck. I listened to Mr. Homesteck's interview when he was in the process of being hired, and I immediately knew he would be a great principal if he was chosen. I was correct. Although he has only been in AHS 1 short year, he has become such an important part of our school community, playing with the drumline at some assemblies, participating in spirit days, supporting programs that are normally not recognized, and most importantly, listening to the opinions of students, because he knows and believes in our potential to make Albuquerque High a better place. It is my honor and pleasure to introduce our wonderful principal, Mr. Ryan Homesteck.
Thank you, Fiona, Joaquin, and our choir. This just illustrates so many great activities, one amazing school. So thank you for that. Good evening, Albuquerque High community, Bulldogs, soon to be graduates, and a special shout out to the best cluster in Albuquerque Public Schools. Thank you all for being here. I am so proud to be with you all for the 139th commencement of Albuquerque High School graduation. We have much to celebrate with our 344 graduating seniors. During my first year as principal of Albuquerque High School, this class has impressed me with creativity, pride, and identity in the numerous activities that make Albuquerque High stand out as one of the premier high schools in New Mexico. This class has set a tone to energize the campus and the Bulldog community. The next group of juniors will have a higher level of competition to rise above this group of seniors. This year's senior class produced 80 scholarships, raising $8.5 million in scholarship awards. 50 students received the bilingual seal. Dozens of district and state scholar athletes crossed the stage. State caliber musical talent performed. And this is all mixed with a group of stage performing artists that inspired and amazed us all in the spotlight. I want to give a shout out to James Zamora, Yasmin Ramirez, Fiona Kilgore, Diana Mullen, Thomas Baca, Joaquin Madrid Larrañaga, Jessica Urban and Jessica Newman for inspiring us with the bright lights and the big show of Albuquerque High Performing Arts. Throughout the year, the Bulldog spirit was authentically demonstrated by the leadership of the crowd with the bark of Sevion Andrews and the bite of the mighty Bulldog Marching Band. We were driven by athletes who starred and led this class of seniors on several teams. Ryan Romero, Liam Heath Kennedy, and Alyssa Miraz Fishbane were energized by the So shout out to those athletes. We were energized by spirit assemblies, especially those led by the best student senate I have ever seen. And not to mention, this was all anchored by the perfect picture framed by Nick Abeda. These are just a few of the many bright spots within this graduating class. So seniors, I hope your year was filled with the opportunity for cohesion with the peers sitting next to you. Soon to leave is Albuquerque High alumni. I imagine that you entered Albuquerque High School eager to find your passion, make some new friends, and gain the expertise and experience to propel you to the next level of interest, service, or education. I am sure there were barriers you all met along the way to this benchmark, some harder to take than others, but you progressed through the usual and some unique challenges of high school. Through the sleepless nights, 3 or more AP tests in just a few days, the rigor of becoming biliterate and bilingual, or rising to become a scholar athlete, performing artist, marketing expert, servicemen or women to protect our country, and all along with the excitement to set sail along your career pathway. Many Bulldog seniors led actively to serve or empower others to stand up for your community. Although this vocation may not be employed by all, it is a skill essential that every youth needs today in every community. I want to applaud those Bulldogs who broke the silence and worked with the adults to look at social issues at school that have not been talked about or deemed important in the past. Thank you to Rania, Fiona, Dakota, and Sophia. As mentioned, this year, Bulldog City experienced loss in the Bulldog family, one of who should have been standing here with us tonight. This reminds us we are given gifts in life. The greatest is love of a friend and a colleague. It's easy to lose contact with those who we have made in high school, but as I found out this year through several venues, both joyful and sorrowful, the alumni of Albuquerque High School and those within strengthen one another as a community, truly Bulldogs forever. Graduates, you are now advancing to another milestone. Enjoy and celebrate this commencement. I urge you to keep your status as a high school graduate temporary by continuing to climb on to the next level of training, school, college, or entrepreneurship. The path ahead may be uncertain, but it always is. No matter what news is reported or what is tweeted, remember, as you move forward to your next test, it will be uncomfortable. As you move on to what is next, you must put emphasis on what is important for your future and discern what may be in the way of this choice. Athlete Jennifer McAllister, and also author of the book Press On, emphasizes the importance of training to face your steep course of challenge by preparing to fight forward. When a challenge produces paralysis of your pace during your race of life because it is too steep, the skill of knowing when to rely on others is crucial. Class of 2019, do not be too proud or reluctant to leave the best part of high school behind. Keep in touch with the wonderful group of adults and Bulldog staff who have helped you along your way to become graduates of Albuquerque High. Reach out to one another when you need a strategy to solve a problem or when you have the strength to run with an alumnus or peer along their challenge when it's too steep. Remember to take advantage of going to your family, as they are your best support system. Thank them, and do not forget where you started. Class of 2019, as you press on, recognize that you can't please everyone or be accepted by all. Settle for where you are and what you aspire to be, rather than following something you're not in order to belong. Rather than live to please, keep open the opportunities to serve by creating the conditions to open blindness, by making others think about who you are and what you represent. Dare to be different, use your differences to inspire. Anyone could lead this way, no matter if they're in charge or not. Where difference is feared, remember there is an opportunity for education and knowledge to be diffused. This is a skill set that's essential in every collaborative hangout, school, business, or leadership team. Also, elevated skills are needed for the forthcoming workforce which you are about to join. According to World Economic Forum, computer and mathematical positions are on the rise, architecture and engineering close to follow. Information, communication technology positions are now outnumbering those financial services that outgrew in the last 10 years. The traditional jobs that require lower skills, such as production or manufacturing, office administrative positions, are declining. This is a new challenge that will demand this class to enter the workforce with literacy not only in reading and math, but also augmented literacy through technology and digital citizenship. The ability to collaborate remotely or in person are no longer optional but essential for employability. Class, receive this challenge and never stop sharpening your skills to compete for the position or lifestyle that you desire. You all who are standing or sitting on this stage have an advantage that not everybody is able to have or has the privilege to endure, but you did. Graduates, I want to leave you with some final words of wisdom and reflection. It is recognized that all of us did not take the same road to get here today. So remember this as you continue your journey. To those who believed in you and fueled the flame that grew into the accomplishment you maybe never knew you had, thank them and share with them the gold that you will receive today. To those who challenged you when you were idle to run the race beyond your speed, play the piece your skills never let you play. Pass the test your subconscious rehearsed fearfully in the late nights. Run for the leadership position you never thought you could do. Remember their wisdom. To those whose precepts set you below what they felt was above average material, or those who told you you were below their curve, breathe out and smile, because you showed that you control the outcome, and you did it. Bulldogs, always remember, you are your greatest opponent when choosing your identity and your direction in life. Choose to identify in success. Graduates, commence and enjoy this night. You are the Bulldog class of 2019, and we are proud of you. Albuquerque High Public School Board members, this class has met all of the requirements for graduation, and we now present Bulldog Class of 2019 to you.
So you are amazing. You truly are. And to know that your community really loves you, but more than that, your community needs you. We need your energy and your creativity and your sense of justice. And together you can change the world. So on behalf of the Albuquerque Public Schools Board of Education, we are delighted to accept the Albuquerque High graduating class of 2019.
Felicidades a todos y buena suerte. Congratulations, 2019.
Before we begin the distribution, accepting a memorial cap and gown for Karina Contreras, one of our beloved seniors we lost this year, is a very close family member, close family friend, Giovanna Alejandra Barrios. Thank you.
Joaquin Emilio Madrid Larrañaga. Carmen Ortega. Fiona Joyce Kilgore. Yasmin L. Ramirez. Destiny Michelle Abeda. Nicholas Antonio Abeda. Julian L. Adame. Alexander Kane Adams. Isabella M. Adams. Sylvia J. Aguila. Ariel Aguirre. Julio Ricardo Alanis. Jessica R. Albana. Diana A. Akala. Kenya V. Alvarado. Fatima J. Alvarez. Maritza Amado. Savion C. Andrews. Mateo Aranda. Doran J. Archuleta. Nayeli Areneves. Luis Andan Armendariz. Xavier R. Atencio. Xander S. Augustin. Alex Lee Baca. Joaquin L. Baca. Simon Patrick Baca. Thomas Ricardo Baca. Willie E. Baca. Mariola Lourdes Balderas. Jade Alexa Baldonado. Gabriela Renee Barella. Elijah J. Barella. Zoe J. Becker. Maria Victoria Behrend. Daisy Belmares Ortega. Claire Renee Benton. Mariah A. Bess. Abimael Bobadilla. Carlos A. Bolavid. Sophie Brett Brister. Mirabella T. Bronk. Dominique G. Brown. Khadijah Burke. Ana Laura Cabral Barrera. Edgar Campos. Carlos Carmona. Tyler Enrique Carranza. Christian S. Carruthers. Edgar Carrete. Araceli Elizabeth Casas. Lorenzo D. Castañeda. Brisa A. Castillo. Lorenzo Castillo Jr. Tristan G. Castillo. Jessica E. Salari Villa. Litsi Cereceres. Nehemiah Adelis Cervantes. Michael A. Chatterton. Darly Jesus Chavez Peña. Odalise Chavez. Mary A. Cherino. Nicholas Santiago Clark. Cody Justin Coffey. Analicia Lucia Contreras. Magali Alexandra Contreras Jimenez. Amanda C. Cook. Kimberly Diana Corona. Savannah S. Coronel. Viviana L. De Luna. Moises Delgado. Asael Diaz Hernandez. Nicole G. Diaz. Jerusalem Dominguez. Darian Christine Edwards. Isabel Mylene Enriquez. Uriel O. Enriquez. Wendy V. Enriquez. Matthew L. Espen. Cesar Espinosa. Lillian Violet Estes. Brianna A. Flores. Danielle Victoria Flores.
Sofia M. Gabaldon. Jude Jonah Gable. Alicia Marie Gallegos. Amethyst L. Gallegos. Gabriela A. Gallegos. Mariah E. Gallegos. Michael Anthony Gallegos. Abel R. Garcia. Isaac Marcos Garcia. Renee E. Garcia. Sage Isabella Garcia. Trinity G. Garcia. Kevin Alan Garcia Moreno. Nathan R. German. Gabriel Patrick Gomez. Handi D. Gomez. Nathaniel G. Gomez Valenzuela. Melissa Gonzalez King. Alonzo Gonzalez. Giovanni M. Gonzalez. Acacia K. Good. Natalia Glover. Stephanie N. Graham. Argenis Manuel Grajeda. Mariah E. Gray. Andela Elena Griego. Ariel Jasmine Griego. Jeremiah M. Griego. Danielle Guajardo. Isaac Guerrero Acosta. Emily Guerrero. Gurola. Sochi Dayanara Gurola. Dominic P. Gutierrez. Alvaro I. Guzman. Henry Bovenkirk Hamill. John Lee Hansen. Paul A. Hansen. Henry D. Hardwick. Sierra M. Harris. Liam A. Heath Kennedy. Abram Hernandez. Daisy M. Hernandez. Mariah Nicole Hernandez. Andrea Renee Herrera. Carolina L. Herrera. Olivia D. Herrera. Delilah J. Heron. Alejandra W. Olguin. Ozzy D. Olguin. Pierce Holler. Kevin Aaron Huerta. Precious Monique Hutchinson. Celeste A. Ibarra. Mason S. Irons. Sofia P. Jaramillo. Eduardo Jimenez Castañeda. Gerardo Jimenez. Jessica Noemi Jimenez. Angelica Jimenez Armenta. Rindra N. Josoa. Isabella R. Camps. Seth Ryan Killinger. Jade Pretty Cole. Rose Lynn Cole. Sophie Leah Laborwit. Haley Elijah Sky Lemon. Joseph Weil Levy. Daniel A. Lopez. Jasmine Lopez. Sarah R. Lopez. Victoria M. Lopez. Sebastian Lopez. Ayana Shea Lorenzo. Anna Shukri Love. Kelly Loya. Emiliano Andres Lucero Wasson. Carmen N. Luevano. Araceli Esmeralda Lugo. Maria del Carmen Lugo. Dominique Lujan. Isabel Lujan. Evelyn Lujan Molina. Miles Terrence Madden.
Christian Elias Madrid. Hamza Manazra. Jacqueline Anai Marquez. Jaden M. Marquez. Jolene Ray Marquez. Azalea Marie Martinez. Dakota William Martinez. Miguel Angel Martinez. Monakel De Rocio Martinez. Richard L. Martinez. David L. Eli Matos Plata. Ruth Mbla. Garrett R. McGrew Keller. Kenna McNeil. Desiree P. Medina. Isamad Medina. Kenya Medina. Nydia Anai Medina. Gilberto Isaac Medrano Lopez. Jacqueline M. Mejia. Adrian H. Mendez. Cesar Mendoza. Eric Mendoza. Stephanie A. Mendoza. Elisa Miraz Fishbein. Dominic J. Mesgal. Rose Xiao Messick. Christian J. Mickey. Abigail Riley Middleton. Hannah J. Milani. Abram Baines Bartlett Miller. Ava M. Bartlett Miller. Annalise Mirabal. Mary T. Montoya. Richard Montoya. Julie Ann Mora. Lydia Moreno. James E. Morris. Citlali M. Mota. Diana Lynn Mullen. Natasha M. Murphy. Marcia K. Namaste. Angelina Rose Napoleon. Antonio Jose Navarrete. Santiago D. Navarrete. Jessica Kathleen Newman. Nicholas A. Northrup. Jacob Anthony Alagir. Jacqueline A. Olivas. Celine A. Olivas. Francisco Ortega. Jennifer J. Ortega. Jeremiah Che Ortega. Kevin Redesel Ortega. Rowan Miles Ortega. Nemilitzli A. Ortega Trinidad. Adriana E. Pacheco. Crystal Gabrielle Padilla. Elijah Ray Padilla. Jamian J. Padilla. Julian Padilla. Vanessa Giselle Padilla. Pablo Javier Paredes. Alexia Jeanette Patton. Atticus J. Pearl. Chelsea May Peña Lopez. Xavier Javier Santiago Peregrino Lujan. Zuani Perez Manuela. Eva Marie Phillips. Jax F. Polvey. Ziante D. Padrell. Carlo A. Prieto. Walker R. Qualley. Brian Miguel Ramirez. Elizabeth Randolph. Tessa Marie Rasmussen. Ana Elena Reyes. Elias Horacio Reyes. Ramiro Reyes Miramonte. John Allen Ringer. Leah Nicole Rivera.
Monique Mariah Rivera. Arturo M. Rocha. Arlette M. Rodriguez. Diego R. Rodriguez. Donovan C. Rodriguez. Saul Rodriguez. Loan Rodriguez Ruiz. Michelle Rodriguez Lopez. Exodus Q. Romero. Ryan T. Romero. Bryn L. Romig. Evelyn Romo. Gabriela Ronquillo. Zaya Alma Rose. Leticia A. Roybal. Johnny G. Rosie. Anaí Giselle Ruiz. Anaí Ruby Ruiz. David A. Saavedra. Isabel E. Sines. Alexis R. Seiss. Michael H. Salandre. Esperanza C. Salas. Alexis G. Salas. Jesus R. Salcido. Shiley A. Samuel. Brianna M. Sanchez. Daisy Annette Sanchez. Sebastian Sanchez. Sophia F. Sanchez. Ameali Sapien. Daniel M. Salsameda. Kayla Renee Shute. Nolan A. Seidler. Devin S. Serrano. Jose M. Sevilla. Haley Simmons. Angel Abidel Cital. Jalen D. Smith. Brian Solis. Hold on. Julian Soto. Rania M. Steinbach. Anthony R. S. Stevens. Caitlin Nicole Stewart. Liam J. Strader Monaghan. Amanda R. Swaso. Mushfiq M. Syed. Tiana Cruz Tapia. Anthony Ray Thompson Jr. Iris Mercedes Thornton Gonzalez. Marquise Arturo Torres. Esteban Isaiah Triana. Max M. Ulabari. Jessica P. Urban. Ramon A. Urbina. Diego Lorenzo Valdez. Taya Janae Valdivia. Alyssa Monique Vallejos. Yasmin Y. Valles. Dante Van Orton. Avalon Vanis. Cassandra Valera. Jeanette A. Vasquez. Emeline Vasquez Ortega. Antonio Vega. Raymond A. Velasquez. Jacqueline Ventura. Sydney C. Vernon. Selena Rose Vigil. Eduardo Villa Martinez. Long C. Vong. Jade L. Walker. Chris Walton. Nicholas David West. Asia Monet Williams. Noah Don Wilsey. Alyssa M. Wood. Alexandra Monique Wiley. Emma A. Yakeley. Anna Berenice Yanez. John Tikare Yang. James F. Zamora.
Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2019 senior class president, Yasmin Ramirez. Class of 2019, will you please stand?
First and foremost, I would like to thank God, my family, and my friends. Class of 2019, congratulations. We have passed, we have passed the standards necessary to earn an AHS diploma. To signify this, please move your tassel to the left-hand side. Congratulations, Bulldogs.
Thank you for coming this evening. Please enjoy your evening.